Welcome racers, this is Wolfie924 around Road Atlanta during the Nations Cup back in February. I found it a pretty fun race, starting from P13, only beating out a good friend Cheeseburger 33. We'll see him again at the end of the video. But that first corner, especially in this car, make a massive wide sweeping turn to keep the speed up the hill, and now going through these S's. Most of them are flat out, basically all except the first one. So if you get that one right, you can swing past all of these guys like I did here, almost all of them. Luca just got away from me, but it looks like he went wide. He possibly could be getting a penalty for that, we'll see. But he definitely did get a better run down that, I guess, is it the back straight? But I take the first corner a lot better. The second corner is definitely a trickier one with that massive inside curb, bumping out of that. And now onto the back straight. And this race, definitely, this back straight was everything. Massive slipstream along this back straight, so you could gain a lot of space without too much work. And right there, crisscross with the penalty. He drops behind. A slingshot pass to take the lead briefly before he takes it back, and we'll go into this wide shot, and whoops, that was not very clean at all. Not so nice Canadian, and still bumping around the corner. Pretty rough sport up into P7 though, so for me it was all worth it. And surprisingly, for all that carnage, no penalty for me. So I take it around this first lap, and then we'll speed it up just a bit to chase down 6th place. Very wide there onto the grass, but it looks like P6 went way further on the grass. Take a lot of curb there. That's what you want to do with that corner, so you can carry your speed down through these S's. Currently in P6, P5, Ozzy Osbourne in P5, the crazy train himself. Definitely get a good run out of that final corner. Very important corner to close the gap onto these two 90-degree right-handers onto the all-important back straight. Looks like I got a decent run out there. Not perfecting it totally, but more than Crazy Train Ozzy Osbourne. And now that we're in the slipstream, our work is basically on easy right now. Sitting in the slipstream, making up some good sector times, coming down the hill into the chicane, and brake on that second line, but we're swerving a lot, might have been a little bit too late. Drive right out onto the grass. My fault completely, just not enough skill in these early laps, not enough practice in this Nations Cup. But anyway, coming out onto lap 3, still in 6th place, moved up, oh now we're in 7th, my bad. Crisscross got definitely the better run on me, but that first corner, massive sweeper. Don't need to brake entirely, just let off the gas. Take that curb nicely. Crisscross and Ozzy Osbourne having a bit of a battle, so they're losing some speed down the S's, so I'm able to close up and take that corner quite nicely, so that I'm out on the second straight. Not really sure what to call this one. But Ozzy Osbourne and Crisscross go side by side. They're fighting it out. I don't take the greatest line, bumping massively over the car. That curb unsettles the car quite a lot, but luckily for me, we're able to sit in the slipstream and get some free pace. So we're coming down into the chicane, very good braking zone, very good overtaking. With the slipstream, we've already got past Ozzy Osbourne, and now we got our sights set on Crisscross. He's quite a ways ahead. I look back to check if Ozzy Osbourne is on my inside. He's not. I'm able to take the chicane at the right angle. taking just enough curb. I'm on the power. It was an alright chicane. And coming up to lap 4 now. Crisscross in 5th. We are in 6th. Got some work cut out for us. But the Nations Cup being a 10-lap race, definitely there's time to make up pace. And speaking of making up pace, we just turn the speed up on the video. That's a great way to get more pace. Just go faster, that's it. A little bit too fast for me though, taking that a little too wide. But down the second half of the S's, it's all flat out. Right on the top of that curve where it changes angle just a little bit. That's a good braking zone, or just to let off the power so you can sweep around that corner. Into the 290s again. Second one is always a little bit trickier for me, especially with that massive curb unsettling the car a ton. But now 5th, 4th, and 6th. All of us in slipstream range. We're just making a crazy train like Ozzy Osbourne is behind us. Ozzy Osbourne is out of range, so we don't have to worry about him, but getting a massive slingshot down the straight. Moving into the second camera angle. Look at all three of us go. Tucking in right behind, swerving. Crisscross and Jimmer. What is his name? Jimmer. What a name. He gets pushed wide from Crisscross. Crisscross holds 4th. I take advantage of that mistake and move up into 5th. Top 5 positions from P14, I believe it was. That's pretty good. Pretty good turnout for me. Pretty good. But there's still half a race left to go. So we'll see if we can choose a podium position. It shouldn't be too far out of the mix with Crisscross in 4th right here, and then you can see up ahead Slow Jim. Funny that Slow Jim is so fast around this circuit. Taking a podium position. Right now Venom 30 is the fastest man on track. Slipstream down this secondary straight. Hopefully we can take a move on Crisscross. We're looking around the outside, brake a little later, try to pinch him in. Doesn't really turn out well. Try again on this all-important corner. If we mess up, the slipstream is so powerful, it doesn't matter too much. But we get a better run. We're out alongside Crisscross. And then the big move comes into the chicane. I move ahead with that increased momentum, and then the slipstream gave me a bit more speed. Setting a personal best, or actually the all-time best sector time there. Hopefully we can carry that through the sector. Braking into the chicane, swerving just a little bit. Bump on the exit of the curb. And now we got our sights firmly set on Slow Jim. Firmly set. Looks like a podium position is in the works for us. Starting lap 6, we're just gonna speed it up a bit. Now is our fastest lap, taking away the crown from Venom 30 out front. He still has the win on the race so far, but hopefully we can close up. We see second a little bit ahead of Slow Jim. And then way in the distance, there's Venom in first place. Taking some decent curb on the outside of that, setting another personal best, or all-time best, sector time, and now into this double 90. Taking it around the outside for Slow Jim, setting up for the inside, just bumping corners a bit. Not too nice. I swing wide onto the outside, and Crisscross goes a little bit too wide. But look at that, a whole gaggle of cars coming after the podium positions. I lose Slow Jim. Slow Jim turns into Fast Jim here. He's out of the way. Look behind. Crisscross had the penalty for going out wide. So him and Ozzy Osbourne are kind of out of the equation. I can really just focus on Slow Jim. Braking way too late. swerve in the back tires, but we're exiting the track, lap 6, going on to lap 7. We're in 4th place. We got our sights set on Slow Jim. Taking a lot of curb right there, and just trying to close the gap. Slow Jim is definitely closing the gap to 2nd place. Ari, who knows, some weird name. Setting another best sector lap time, and now 2nd, 3rd, and 4th are all within fighting range. Slow Jim definitely closed the gap. I'm closed up on Slow Jim, and now on this back straight where the slipstream is once again so important, we can carry the speed, and we'll go into this second shot. Look at the train of cars. It's all a battle just with us. Slow Jim and Ozzy Osbourne and Crisscross are back in the distance, out of range. I move past Slow Jim during the slipstream and look up the inside of 2nd place, Ari. Shove him a bit wide, but that's all good racing fashion. Using the curb, come up over the crest of the hill, swing the car around. It's a full throttle corner. Pretty nice corner to end off the lap. Down onto the first straight, and now this is going to be starting our fastest lap attempt number 1. Well, that is after lap 5. So we just want to increase the gap, increase the range on Venom, take a little bit too much curb up top there, but down these second set of the S's, full throttle, it's pretty easy. Swinging around that corner, just touching the curb. I could take a little bit more, but it was a little tough to gauge right with this car's and its suspension. It just likes to flop around there. Lots of body roll in the car, and especially on that corner you could see the car just jiggling around. But anyway, now onto the back straight. Venom is way too far ahead for us to get any slipstream advantage, so it's all about pace here. And you can see Slow Jim in 3rd place. He overtook Ari, so Slow Jim on a podium position. It's nice to hear. Coming into the final chicane, swinging wide a little bit too much, but carrying a lot of speed. And we duck up into the inside and swing around this right-hander. And now going to set on our fastest lap, attempt 2. First attempt went well. Now we got it down to a 1:56.8. Swinging around this first corner. It's very, very fast corner and going uphill. The camber on the road doesn't suit us very well. Taking less curb there, but not getting so far out of shape. Sticking narrow and then coming back over the second half of the S's. Here just grabbing a little bit of curb to make it straight, and inside curb and float to the outside, and now into this back straight, secondary straight, who knows. Anyway, lap 9 of 10. There's not a lot of time left to catch Venom, but there he is, just out of the exit of this second 90-degree corner onto the back straight. He's within range of hopes and dreams. Just a slightly far-fetched, but it is achingly close. So we'll see if our pace can match Venom's down this back straight. And I think it might, because we're coming up to the sector time here. Yeah, there you can see going purple once again to be the fastest man on track. Braking into the chicane, a lot smoother than last time, still sliding around a bunch, losing some momentum, but we're able to crest the hill and swing onto the final lap. Unfortunately for me, this final lap did have a pretty big mistake, so this is the final time we're getting fastest lap. Anyway, we'll just speed it up because nothing too exciting happens on the final lap. Venom is just too far ahead for us to do any good. He looks like he's in reach, but then we see another car here. And who is this? Well, it's our good friend Cheeseburger 33. Look at our good friend in the back, holding up quite well. Still not giving up. That's what we like from Cheeseburger 33. He gives us just a bit of a tow, but it seems like he's going too slowly out of that corner and jumps out of our way just to give some respect, and we give the respect back to Cheeseburger 33. Anyway, the final lap, Venom is already going into the chicane, so unless we teleport to the finish line, there's no real hope of catching Venom. But anyway, quite a good race in the Nations Cup by me. I do a bit of a happy swerve there and come home in second place after starting in 14th. Enjoy.